lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car. Hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me, die. Oh, I'm dreaming of you. I dream of a new day. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Cross close and could not this fight. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. I'm dreaming of you. I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Cross close and collide this time. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. I can't wait to leave this town. Can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down, 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 down.
Faded in this dark and smoky room, with your face reflecting bright green, brights and blues. You know I can't go on to disappear with you, but don't think that is what I would usually do. You know it's just that I felt the heat the moment he pressed his lips up against mine. Don't wanna fuck this whole thing up like I do every time. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'm fire in my heart, yeah. In the quiet, all my thoughts run free, so I drown them out at night with my TV. You know I got to try to ignore these thoughts that go back and forth inside my head. Should stop before I'm in too deep and I can't go back. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'm fire in my heart, yeah. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'm fire in my heart. come to that conclusion. Just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slow.
Okay. Uh, Hello, welcome to the first session of Android Study Jam, organized by Developer Student Club, MIT Academy of Engineering. Developer Student Club is community group of students interested in Google technologies and other technologies. Whoever interested in growing as a developer is welcome here. By joining DSC, you can grow your knowledge by peer-to-peer learning in environment and the events like this. So first of all, let me introduce team. I am Aditya Birangal, DSC lead of DSC MITAOE. Then Adarsh is uh, developer relation, head of developer relation. Then Pratik is graphic designer, and Kedar is a tech lead. And lastly, Simran Kaur is an Android facilitator for this year of DSC MITOE. She got specialized training from Googlers about Android Study Jam. She will guide you throughout the program. Simran, continue.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Aditya, for such nice introduction. And hello, everyone. And I hope that you all are very excited to start diving deep into Android study jams. So, first of all, let's have a warm up exercise, right? First of all, I would like to ask you, do you have any prior programming experience? You can type your answer in the comment section. So, just please do it fast. It will take just 3 to 4 seconds. Tell me yes or no. Do you have any prior programming experience? It can be of any language. It's not necessary that only of Android. Anything. Aditya, can you tell me if there are any answers coming?
Most of them have some experience in programming
Wow,
and coding.
that's great. That means you have a bit over programming. You have a hand over it and you know a layer about it. So let's get started. Oh, now tell me, which language do you prefer while coding? Many of you might be interested in different languages like C, Java, Python, which is right now growing at a very high pace. So tell me, which language do you prefer? Do it fast, guys. Hmm. So C++ or Python are the maximum answers, I guess.
Yes, most of them are familiar with C and C++.
Okay, let me tell you about myself. I love Python a lot. So I think we are now ready to start knowing about what is Android study jams, what actually Android study jams are. Android study jams actually it is a community of Google developer clubs here actually learn about Android development, and in the community they grow this. For example, right now, for example, our community, DSC of MIT AOE, we are trying to build this skill in different people who are really interested in Android and want to develop different applications. So this is the best opportunity for you all if you want to dive deep into it and want to learn about Android. It is not necessary for you to have prior experience in this or have any coding or skill or any programming knowledge. It's totally fine if you are a beginner. They have specially kept this in mind that you are a beginner and you don't have any knowledge about it and you want to start from very scratch. So this is how we will start. This is the basic layout of the track. The track contains two parts. We have kept in mind that some are beginners and some have already developed basic or high level apps in Android and just want this for practice purpose. So we have two tracks, one new to programming and other prior programming experience. Those who have prior programming experience will go for prior programming track, and who the people who are new to programming, they don't have any relevant skills or Android Studio is totally new to them, they will go for new to programming. Let's see what these tracks contain. First of all, new to programming. If you are a beginner, you don't have any programming experience, you don't know about Android Studio, it is not necessary that you have used Android Studio before or you have done coding. That's why I asked you before that how many of you are familiar with coding. So if you are just new to coding, then this is the perfect track for you. First, you should go with this track, and this both the tracks contain Android Studio in Kotlin language, because as Kotlin is right now growing at very fast pace, so and is highly in demand right now. So we have designed this course in Kotlin. So the prerequisites for this course, two basic things. You should have computer literacy. It means that you should have knowledge about computer, how to use it, that you all might definitely have, and basic mathematics skills so that you can grow your programming knowledge. You can relate how to code, you can develop the mindset, you can, have logic and reasoning you should have. So what does this track basically contain? Each track contains subtracks, it means subunits, and you have to perform the subunits stepwise so that you would learn each and everything in proper steps as they are interlinked. First step in first track is Introduction to Kotlin. As I have already mentioned that this is Android Studio in Kotlin. So first of all, they will give introduction about Kotlin, that what this language is. They will make you learn about programming. They will develop your mind so that you can think in programmatic pathway. That how do we actually program? What are the concepts behind it and the syntax of Kotlin? And the next, you will create your first Android application. It will be very easy. You just have to follow each and everything step by step. They have given videos, code labs, and at the end a quiz and practice session is there, so that you can relate that how much you have learned, how much you have developed, and how much you know. In this, you will create a basic app. The third is build a basic layout. Here, they have taken the example of a birthday card. So here you will learn that how do you design the proper layout. You have various options in that. You have text strips and different things. So how do you arrange them? How do you link them? For example, while developing an application, you click on a button. So how does it switch to next page? What are the basic things behind that? You will learn all that. Then add a button to an app. In this, it is really very interesting unit. They have just taken example of a dice roller app. In this, you will tap on the dice and it will show one of the faces, and as you tap, it will show different faces, and it will be fun learning. Really, it is really amazing that from the very scratch, without having any knowledge about programming or Android, you will create your first application. The fifth is get user input. Till fourth, you will just develop simple applications, but now you will take input from the user. That if user has given any input, for example, his name, email address, phone number, or different things that you might have seen in applications like GPay, they ask for your phone number, or in any other application of your college. It can be they ask for your email ID, your name, or your username, etc. And how do you get that input from the user? You will learn here all the basic concepts related to that, right? Then the sixth is display a scrollable list. As in the image, you can see that it contains three different pictures, and you will uh, create an application with different pictures. You can have text between, you can have images, you can have GIFs, whatever you want, and you will display a scrollable list. This is the end of track one, that is new to programming. And after that, you will earn six badges, six virtual badges in your Google developer profile. And that is really an important and essential thing for your to build. Okay, you will really gain much experience. You can imagine that you don't have any Android knowledge, you don't know about Kotlin, but suddenly you created an app with this wonderful journey through these six subtracks. So, as I have already discussed about what is first track contain new to programming, I would really like to know how you used Android Studio before? I mean, you can type yes or no in the comment section that how many of you have used Android Studio before, have developed even a simple application. It doesn't need to be a very high-tech one, but you have used it. You are familiar with Android Studio. Can you please tell me?
Yes, Simran, wait for a while. They are
Okay.
answering.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, most of our audience didn't know how to use Android Studio. Yeah, some of them use two or three students, but most of them saying no, they didn't use Android Studio.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Aditya. It's totally fine if you have not used Android Studio before, if you have not even seen how this looks like, have not even once. It's totally fine. The first track, which I have already discussed about, is for you because it doesn't require anything. Even you don't need to have any programming experience. It's totally fine if you have not ever programmed even a simple program. It's totally fine if you have not used Android before even once in your lifetime. You can go for the first track. It's totally suitable because it is good to keep your basics strong. I would suggest that before jumping to second track, everyone should go for the first track, even if you have experience about Android Studio or even if you have a bit experience about Kotlin. I will suggest first to the new to programming track because if you don't have any skills of Android or programming, it's good for you. It's good to go. You will really learn new things. Okay. And if you have experience in Android Studio or Kotlin, still I will suggest you to go for the new to programming track because it will refresh your mind. There are only six tracks in that. You just need to complete those and it won't take that much of your time. So it's good if you will refresh your skills, refresh your knowledge about them. It will be really good. So for those two or three students who are really sure that no, they have the skills and they really want to dive deep into it directly, we have the next track, that is prior programming experience. So prior program,
Hello,
yeah,
Simran.
yeah.
Actually, your screen is not visible.
My
So can
screen is
you
not
please
visible.
stop it and present it once again?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Okay, okay, sure. Is it visible now? Perfect. Okay. Thank you. So I was saying that if you want to dive directly into learning deeply Android and don't want to do first track, if you're sure enough that you will do it perfectly, you have very good hold over Kotlin or Android Studio, then there comes the second track, that is prior programming experience track. And what are the requisites for this? You should have programming experience in any of object-oriented language. It is not necessary that Kotlin. You can have experience in C, C++, Java. Any of the object-oriented language will do. Then you should be familiar with how to use IDE. If you have experience about programming language, you might have done coding as well. So you would be familiar about how to use IDE, how to code. So this is the second requirement. Then third requirement is you should be familiar with the basics of GitHub, how to use GitHub, because in this track there will come sub tracks in which you would have to connect with GitHub, take the resources and all. So it is required in this track. Okay. So what? How does this track look like? First of all, this track contains pre-work. Pre-work means Kotlin cones. It gives the introduction about Kotlin. For example, you have directly gone to prior programming experience track without going to new to programming. So it is not mandatory in prior to programming that you know about Kotlin. Okay, so if you don't know about Kotlin,
Wait for a while.
okay,
Pratik, can you look into the issue? Screen issue? Okay,
Yes, the
so
screen
once
is
again
going
do
to
that.
error.
Uh, Stop and present again.
okay, I
Hope
should
this
stop
will
and
work.
present again.
Your screen is means not clearly visible.
Okay, I will do it.
Sorry guys for a glitch. Please wait a while. We will look into it.
Is it visible? Okay, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. So I was saying that we have first in this prior programming experience track, we have pre-work. So pre-work includes Kotlin cones. If you have directly jumped into prior programming experience track without going to new to programming track, you might not be familiar with Kotlin language as it is not mandatory or it is not the prerequisite of prior programming track that you should know about Kotlin. Then if you don't know about Kotlin, then we have pre-work. In this pre-work, they will teach you about Kotlin, the basic syntax about Kotlin, how to use loops, how to use conditional statements, how to code in Kotlin language, I would say in particular. So this all you will learn in pre-work. This contains all the things, all the Kotlin related information that was already covered in new to programming track. Then comes the actual start of this track, that is build your first app. You will see that without the introduction or programming practice, it directly goes to build your to first app because it assumes that you have the programming knowledge, you know how to program, you have used IDE, you have that skills with you. Okay, so first you will build a basic app in this. Then build an interactive app. Interactive app means you'll take input from the user, you will display different things. Here also they have taken the example of a dice roller. Then third is about layouts. In first you have a track that is new to programming, you have also learned about layouts, but here you will learn into detail. For example, we generally go step by step. That was the basic step, first step of the ladder. Now you're climbing upwards. So in this layout, you will learn various different things about where the resources actually are, how to arrange different things, how to connect them, and how to play with that. I would suggest that explore these tracks, have fun, and the basic thing is enjoy while doing so. keep your spirit up, because if you are new to Android, so it would be really very interesting if you will follow the journey step by step. Then fourth, navigation. You will build an app. For example, it will be a quiz app. You will make an app containing different quiz. You will give options of correct answers, then people there can use the app and play the quiz. It seems quite interesting, right? Making an application with questions in it, a quiz app. It's really fun making it, right? I really love this exercise, and this is really good. And the fifth is activity and fragment life cycles. In this, you will learn about actually how we work in Android Studio. It goes deep into activities, how to work in them, how to write code in them, how they are connected, and how they actually we work in Android Studio, connect different layouts, and do it bit by bit in connect proper segments together. Then comes architecture components. Actually, when you will try do Android Studio, you will see that it follows a specific hierarchy. The things are managed properly, and you have to know and you have to configure the things, that how they are arranged in a particular sequence. You will definitely learn these things in these labs, and once you will follow along it, you will understand that how the things go, and you will create a game also while following these tracks. And the seventh is databases and recycle web. So as the name suggests, you will it's not a large database, it will be a small one, so you will definitely work on it, do different things, different stuffs and all. And eighth is connect to internet. This part is really very interesting for those who have already prior programming experience. They might want to jump it into directly, but I would suggest them that do this step by step, follow each and everything step by step. So you will connect to internet, you will fetch data from there, and do different kind of task as per specified in the module. And ninth is repository and work manager. This is where you need the knowledge of GitHub. So here you will also create application, you will connect it to the GitHub, and you will do the various specific tasks that have been already described in the module. We will go to the site and we will see everything. Then 10, design for everyone. It contains the proper, what we can say, that the segments that you have till now developed, for example in pieces. For example, in the first one you created a simple basic app, then you went for interactive app, then you tried for internet, you went to repositories, you connected to databases, and you did various things. But what you did, it was in pieces. For example, in piece 1 you did this, piece 2 you did this, and in piecewise manner you performed all the tasks. But now you will cluster them together, and you will perform a final basic application in this prior programming experience track. That is the last track of this. Then in this you will earn 10 virtual badges in your Google developer profile. Isn't it amazing that this journey is really wonderful from the start to the top? And I'll also say that this prior to programming experience track, it doesn't start with high level, it starts with moderate level. It is not that much high from the starting that you won't understand it. It is from medium level, you will be really, it is also really good to go. But I will suggest you that please do first track before doing this, because that will make you have you good hold, good grab over the Kotlin language and Android Studio, and you will definitely, the journey of the second track will be really very smooth if you will go to the first track first. So I will really suggest you to go to new to programming first, then come here. So now again a warm up activity. You might have heard that Android Studio is in Java also. So tell me that which language do you prefer for Android Studio, Java or Kotlin? You can type in the comment box, in the chat box, that yes, Java or Kotlin, whatever you prefer. Because in this track we are following with Kotlin. So I just want to, I'm just eager to know that what do you prefer, the traditional Java or
Hello, Sundar.
yeah,
Most of them say they will prefer Java,
okay.
but maybe because they don't know power of Kotlin. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's okay. Before starting with Kotlin, I also my also answer also would be Java because I have used Android Studio in Java before. I have developed one two apps in that, and I was very friendly with this language Java. I thought, yeah, Java is more powerful, so it would be better. But when I started with Kotlin, I found that Kotlin is more concise than Java. Actually, it is the biggest advantage of Kotlin over Java Android development is that we can solve same problem in 5 lines of code. While of making an application, while connecting any Viv or connecting any pages in Android, if I was doing in Java, I have to write various lines of code, and most of the times it gets confused if you have many classes or many pages in that. So in a project it gets we get confused that what to do. Most of this time many students get stuck, so what Kotlin does, it concise the manner of coding. You can do coding in much fewer lines, and it is easy to read, it is easy to maintain, and the classes that we make are very written in very few line of code. And what programmers usually say that it is safer to code in Kotlin than to code in Java, as the code is clear, and there are few crashes. For example, in Java you might if you have done any edit, that it is also difficult to recognize, but while performing in Kotlin you get easily recognize that okay, here you have done this, because only 5 lines of codes are there, so evaluation becomes easy. And it is very smarter and safer when you do compilation, because you have to compile your code, you have to build your everything, so it becomes very easy when you do it with Kotlin, and hence it becomes very easy to maintain. So the productivity definitely increases because you can build faster, you can compile faster. So it generally becomes easy to maintain and boosts the performance. Okay, so as I have described the track, and you have decided that which track you should choose first. So, okay, this is set up that you have choose the track. Then what to do next? The next thing is, first of all, you need to register. First of all, you need to register here so that we can, the Developer Student Club of MIT Academy of Engineering will get to know that, okay, you have registered for this and you are doing the course, because at the end you for the certification and all purpose we need to have your information that okay, you have done this and this. And for the benefits, which I will discuss later, it is important that we should know that you have registered for this. So I would request you to fill this enrollment form for Android Study Jam first. The link will be provided in the description or the chat of the YouTube channel, so you can get it from there, and you should fill this form. And once you have filled this form, okay, we got to know then from where you have to start. This is the link that you have to use to follow the track of your choice. You have choose the track. We will go here right now. You have choose the track, and now you have to start doing this. And for this, this is the site where you will go by the link, and the link will be provided in the chat of the YouTube channel. You can go it from there, reach it from there. And once you will reach here, you can see that it is the Android basis in Kotlin, and two tracks are provided here. Okay, let me reach here. 1 second. Yeah, these are the two tracks. First, Kotlin basis for Android and Android layouts. 1 second. Hmm. These are the two tracks. Android Study Jam contain two tracks: new to programming and prior programming experience. Once you have registered, it will ask you to create your profile, as I have already created, so it won't ask me. You will create it, and you will earn a badge for creating a profile. And that badge you can see in your Google developer profile. It looks somewhat like this. This is my Google developer profile as I have enrolled in it. So you can see that this is the badge, created Google developer profile. It is just for the creation of Google developer profile. I'll earn the badge. And then you have to choose, as I'll suggest that, and because most of you have said that you don't have any prior programming experience, or you don't have used Android Studio before. So first of all, you should go for new to programming. Here, by clicking on start course, you'll see that it contains 2 units. First unit is about Kotlin basics for Android, and second unit contains the information about layouts. So we will see the first unit, Kotlin basis for Android. It contains 4 topics, or you can say that 4 chapters. It contains 4 chapters or 4 subtracks, and the first track is the basic introduction to Kotlin. Second subtrack is about creating your first Android application. Third, build a basic layout. Fourth is about add a button to an application. And these four chapters or subtracts contains different activities in it. For example, first contain 3, second 4, third 3, fourth 5. So let's explore first, that is introduction to Kotlin. So when you'll explore it, you can see it contains different things. First of all, it contains video. Each track contains videos, code labs for learning and practice both, and quiz. You have to complete all the activities that is inside the track to earn a badge for a specific subtrack. For example, right now I have explored this uh, introduction to Kotlin. So it contains introduction video. Then it contains build your first Android app in Kotlin. They have given video for this also. And then is write your first program in Kotlin. This is a code lab. We will see how it looks like. Okay, I have clicked in it. This is the overview of code lab. Okay, it contains various steps. For example, here are 8 steps. Before you begin, it gives you knowledge about it, that how to use code lab, what are the prerequisites you should have, what will you learn, what will you build. It tells the basic all the things about that you are going to do in this track. Okay, particularly in this code lab. Then comes run your first program. They will teach you that how you will code. They will teach you about the syntax. We will see in the upcoming sessions also of this Android Study Jam. Right now I'm just giving you a overview of this, that how it looks like. So When you will open this, it will be like this. For example, they have given the play so platform to you to type code here and submit. This is the run button which you have to submit. For example, when I will click on the run button, it will show the piece of code written in Kotlin language. You have to use this, you have to code here whatever they have taught you, or whatever you have learned from here, in or whatever you will practice. You have to use the IDE that they will be giving to you. Then modify your program. They will do this, generally they do it step by step. For example, first they let you do mistake. First they let you do mistake so that you will learn that where you went wrong. They will give you different test cases so that you will explore it widely, because you don't have to think in one direction only. You have to think in all the directions. So they will do it step by step in particular clusters so that you will, get it, get the maximum of it. Then you will understand the program in parts. They are not in hurry, and you should not be in hurry, right? You should not be in hurry. You should not jump from from one to third or one to fourth. That because each and everything contains very informative things. You should read properly, understand properly, and we are here to help you. So do it perfectly, because I want that each one of you should learn about Android. Because it's really, I know that all the people listening here are uh, technology lovers. Only that's why only you are here, right? So do it step by step. Learn the maximum. Take maximum out of it. Then for fourth is your extend your program. How you can modify it. How you can the basic thing about coding is that you should keep your code precise. It's easy to write a lengthy code for a particular problem than to write a short and concise code. Our goal should be to write short and concise code, because I can use thousands of variables without any particular usage and write a piece of code. But if uh, but due to that, I'm just doing my memory wastage, and it is of no use. So you should be concise, particular about how you will code. I'm telling this because as you have not used Android Studio before, so I think that it is really important for you to know. Okay, then it deals with errors. As I have told you that first it makes let you make errors so that you would understand that how things are going on, because doing everything perfectly won't make you understand much, because errors make us understand that where we went wrong. Then it also provides solution, but I would suggest and request that don't directly jump into solution, because it won't be beneficial for you. You won't learn anything if you will, directly jump into solution. Okay, this is the solution, I will do it in that way. uh, do mindstorming, do brainstorming actually. Think, develop, and grow. Then it will come with summary that okay, how what you have learned in brief way. You will revise whatever you have learned. If you want to learn more, they have given you specific links. You can refer these. You can go, you can enhance your knowledge. Then finally, practice makes perfect, right? So practice as much as they have given. If you want to practice some piece of code on your own, you can also do that, right? As they have provided the platform for coding, you can use it, you can develop it. It will the more stronger your coding knowledge will be, it will be beneficial for you to program in Android Studio, right? It will be very easy for you to do this. So this was about the first sub track of first main track, that is new to programming's first track, that is introduction to Kotlin. I will go to one more, that is create your first Android app. In this also they have given introduction to Android Studio video for that, because and these videos are really very interactive. You will really enjoy them actually, because in virtual event it is really difficult to make things interactive, but these are really very informative and interactive videos that you should watch. And yeah, they have given steps about download and installing of Android Studio also, because as you don't have any particular knowledge about it, so they have provided you the link, all the material, all the steps, all the things that you should follow and go along so that you will do it perfectly. So and all the system requirements, for example, if you are having Mac or if you are having Windows, so what are the specific requirements? For example, for Mac OS, the version should be 10.14.6 and memory should be 16 GB. And for Windows, they have also given Windows 10 Home specifically, and how much should be the size of RAM and system type. For example, that is your OS operating system type, what it should be. So, and about your storage, how much it will take. They have given all these specifications. You can read them properly and follow along that. Then for download, they have given this link. This link will be provided to you in the comment section of the YouTube. You can copy it from there or go directly from it. Right now, just watch this. After that, I will suggest you that before starting, you just download this Android Studio prior to your starting of the track, because it takes a lot of time. It might take uh, from 15 minutes to half an hour to 1 hour. It can take, it depends upon the internet speed, actually, that how much time it takes in your system. So you have to download, you have to check the terms and conditions. They have given all the steps. Here you can see that you have to go to this link, then you have to download the Android Studio, you have to accept the terms and conditions, then you have to click on download, then you have to finish. If you want to create a shortcut, there would be a prompt box for you have to check that to allow to make a shortcut of it and all this. Then here, this is the link. The uh, you have to click on download and it will download it. So you will be ready to go. It is better that if you will download it beforehand, I'll suggest you. So yeah, this was about how to use it. One more thing is, this was right now I have went to only first track, right? This is a Kotlin basis and second is layout. It is also similar to that. You will earn badges. You will earn badges by completing it. Uh, Here you can see that it contains get user input in application, display a scrollable list, right, like that. And after completing each this chapter, for example, get user input, you will earn one badge. And after completing, for example, display a scrollable list, you will earn one badge. In this way, in first you will earn 4 badges, in second you will earn 2 badges, and total of 6 badges. This was new to programming. And in prior programming, what I was talking about Kotlin cones is this. Here, when you click it here, you have to click on start now. You will, learn about introduction and all the things it contains about Kotlin that you will learn. For example, if you directly dive into prior to programming, you might not have knowledge. If you might not have knowledge about Kotlin, then you go here. Or if you are good enough to go that you know about Kotlin, you don't need to watch this, then you can directly start the course. But I'll suggest that it is better to brush up your skills if you already have the knowledge, right? It is better that you brush up your skills, you brush up your knowledge. Then it also contains 2 units, okay? One unit contains 5 badges, the next also contains 5 badges. The first unit is about building your first app. You will build a hello world simple app in Kotlin. Second is about dice roller app, that is an interactive app. You will it is an interactive app because you will tap on the dice and it will roll. It is not a static, what we can say, it is not a static app. It is dynamic. You will do various things. Then layouts, you will create different types of layout with user interactivity, with different things, right? Then navigation, you will learn about various other things here also. Then activity and fragment life cycles, as we have already discussed. This compiles the first unit of prior to programming. Then unit 2. Unit 2 also contains 5 different things, 5 different subtracts and 5 different batches, which consist of architecture components. You will learn about web model, live data, data binding, and different stuffs like that. And this is really very informative, right? Then you will go to databases and recycler web. You will learn different pathway here, learn about the library. In particularly, I think the room library you will learn here, right? So you will do different things, and it is connect to internet. You will surf different data from their images from internet and display them in your application. It is really quite fun to go through these. Then repository and work manager and design for everyone, which will constitute your whole application in this journey of Android study jams, right? So this is what it consists of overall. Then what is the other thing? As I've already told you that you have to install Android Studio beforehand, because really guys, it takes much of time. If you are sitting and you are ready to go with your track, and you are right at that particular moment installing Android Studio, then you have to wait for very long time, and it generally is time wastage, I would say. So it is better that you install it beforehand. Then okay, let's go to basic of Android Studio. Okay, let's see how it looks like developing in Android Studio. I will give you just an overview of it. Overview, because so that you can get familiar with the environment, how it actually looks like. Okay, which okay, is my screen visible right now of Android Studio? I will speak once again.
Wait for a while. We will start from Android Studio from this screen.
Oh,
Your screen problem once again means whole screen is not visible. So please
whole screen is not visible.
stop sharing and share.
Okay, 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 okay.
Sorry guys for inconvenience. Wait for a while. We will try to fix this.
Is it visible now? Okay,
Yes, continue.
okay. I'm so sorry for this. Okay, for a minute. Can you please tell me what is the last thing that was clear enough for everyone?
Actually, the you just said download Android Studio and install
Okay,
it.
okay,
After
okay,
installing, which screen they can see?
okay, okay. This was a screen actually. I was saying that. Uh,
Simran, do one thing. Simran, do one thing. Close that PowerPoint presentation.
okay.
Means close completely. Not
So
minimize.
close
Close it
completely and
completely.
I started again.
Don't start it again. Now you continue with Android Studio only.
Okay, okay. Okay, that's not required actually now. So is it visible?
Actually, it's visible in Meet, but it is not clearly visible in YouTube.
I don't know why, because yeah, actually it is visible in Meet.
Uh, okay, close.
Close Android Studio and start it again.
Just stop sharing screen.
No, Simran, it's not visible.
Actually, it's visible.
Close Android Studio and start it again.
No, share the screen again. Will
Just stop sharing screen.
no, Simran.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, start present now.
is it okay?
Let's see it is clearly visible on YouTube or not. Okay.
Is it visible? If, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so I was saying that when you will install the Android Studio and open for the first time, it will look like this, as I have presented in my screen. For now, just ignore whatever it is in left hand side, left hand column, because it contains the history of all the applications that I have already made. You might not see it if you have used Android Studio for the first time. You won't see it because you have not created any application, right? So we will start a new Android Studio project. Actually, the application that you make is called a project. Okay. So I will click into it, and you can see here I get various templates, like a project template, that is like a template for your application. So it gives me various options, for example, for phone and tablet, for Wear OS, for TV, for automotive. Yeah.
Now let's do one thing. I will present my screen and you speak. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Is it visible, Pratik? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Simran, continue.
Thank you so much, Aditya. So I was saying that this is the basic web that you will get by opening the Android Studio. All the things that you are seeing in the left hand column, just ignore these, because these are the history of all the applications that you have already made. And if you are new to Android Studio, you won't see it because you have not created any application before. So first we will
Yes, now
create a
it's
new
visible.
project. Thank you so much. We'll create new project. Yeah. Then you can see the different templates that you have for different things, for Android, automotive, Android things. We will select one under phone and tablet. Let's go with basic empty activity first, because it's easy to start with this. You have different options like bottom navigation, basic activity, and empty activity, and maps and different things. We will first start with empty activity. So here you have to fill up the details. You have to write the name. It will be the your application name. Make it unique. Make it according to the purpose of application that you are making, so that it becomes recognizable, right? It is good to have a precise name for your application. Then comes package name. You might notice that it is written in reverse order. For example, com.virangal.dsc underscore session 1. It is actually a unique identifier for your application. Once you publish your application in Play Store, for example, you might have seen that there are different applications with same name. So what a package name does, it uniquely identifies your application, right? And save location. Just the location in your local host where you will in your system where you will store your application. Then language. You can see here are two options, Java and Kotlin. We are going to learn in Kotlin, so select Kotlin. So then minimum SDK. Minimum SDK consists different versions, different APIs. So I'll suggest you to choose the one which will be suitable for almost most of the things. Here you can, at the bottom you can see that your app will run on approximately 98.1% of devices. It's usually you will think that if I'll go for API 30, that is our, it will be, it is latest, so I will go for it. But that is not the case, because the latest has new features which are not there in the older ones. So the application will be developed in such a way that new one will support it, but the older ones won't be able to support it. So go for here Android 4.4, that is KitKat, because it will be supported by most of the applications. Then click finish. It takes time for building, because it has to build various files at the back end, which you won't right now see. Compile the code, check, do testing, do compilation, and build various files, libraries, activate various things. So it takes 2 to 3 minutes, or it might also take 5 minutes for doing this. In the build section, if you at the bottom, you will click it, the build section. Yeah, you will see that your files are building, and you can see that DSC underscore session 1. It is the name of the activity or the name of the application, I might say, that you have given. So the build is in progress. Your application is building. So here you can see at the top toolbar, you can see at the top column, you can see various things. For example, Java. It is a pathway actually, and different things. If you click on Android in the left hand section, in the left hand column.
Actually, Simran, project is not loaded yet.
Okay, actually,
It will be available in some seconds, I guess.
okay, yeah. Actually, it's building right now.
Yeah. With my screen also. Okay, so should I stop and share again, or? Okay, should I share now?
Same issue.
With my screen also.
Yeah. Yeah, the same, like the same error was there.
It's loaded completely. Simran.
Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible on live stream also.
Okay. Then cool. So as you see that
No, it's clearly the same, like the same.
Yes.
okay, as you can see that it says build successful in the time taken. So your project is now built. Now you can start working here. In the left column, you can see the hierarchy that it follows. In Android, you can see different things. For example, project packages. Android, you have to go to Android. You have to go to the app section where you will find all the relevant files of your application. The Java file contains the main activity where you will actually the app section contains the main activity where you will actually do the coding of connectivity. Actually, a screen is not visible as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was turning my camera off for better connectivity. Okay,
Okay.
continue.
Okay. So it contains the main activity section. The main activity dot kt means Kotlin, where you will actually write the code and all. And main activity XML. It contains the graphical user interface section that will be actually how your app will look like. It contains two things. You'll see the white page and the blueprint on the uh, other side of it. Actually, it's just a blueprint. Whatever changes you will do in one section will automatically get done in the second section. So here you can see the palette section. It contains different things like text, buttons, widgets, layouts, containers that you can drag and drop in this section, right? And the for example, you have different buttons, different image waves and all. So you just need to drag and drop them in the section, right? For example, here a button has been dragged and dropped, and yeah, it is added. Now click on the button and you will see different things. For example, its attributes, the width, the height, as Aditya has changed its name to DSC session 1 app. Now in the button, you will see the same name that has been added in the text. You can adjust the constraints here. For example, you can move it, and also in the constraint widget under layout, you can add the constraints. If you will click on the top plus, you will see the number 229. You can adjust it accordingly, and you can also adjust it from the view by clicking on the edges and moving them upwards and downwards accordingly to whatever you want to constrain them. Okay, in this way, we will look it into it detail also in other sessions. You can see different under the attributes that you are seeing. You can see different things, for example, related to color, related to its height, layout, and style, font, its ID. And you can see, yeah, one of the important thing is ID. For example, here right now we are going with color. You can change the color and all. Aditya, please click on the button that you have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remove the color from the attribute.
Okay.
From the attribute search section.
Attribute.
Yeah. From the search section, remove. Yeah. Here you can see ID. That is text view. For each thing, for each thing that you will add for text button or everything that you will add, it consists of a particular ID. Here the ID is automatically given text view because right now it's not that much important. We can keep it as it is, or we can change it according to our need. It is better to write ID unique and related to the thing that you are inserting, so that you will it is meaningful. For example, you have to code, you have to connect it to different sources, so at that particular time it should be, it should be memorizable. It should not like that you forget it. It is text wave 1, text wave 2, text wave 3, and lot of confusion is there. So it should be unique, precise, and specific for everything, right? So now I think that I will show you how to connect your mobile, your Android, with this. Okay.
Should I run emulator?
Oh
Simran?
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You have also your virtual device, your emulator.
Yeah. Okay, same issue. Pratik?
Okay.
Yes, AVD manage. Okay, is it
Yeah.
live stream? It's up on live stream, Pratik.
Yeah, all is good. You can go on now.
So AVD manager is there.
Yeah. Okay. So in AVD Manager, you can create your virtual devices, right? For example, if you don't have Android with you, so you won't be able to see all the changes, all the things that you are making. You can create a virtual device here. You can select a particular category. Anything will do, whatever you want to uh, test on your application. Here, Pixel to Excel is chosen. You can see the configuration like size, resolution, etc. Depending on that, click next, then select the you can select anything. You need to download it if it has not been downloaded before, so download and select it, then next. Yeah, it shows all the configurations. You have whatever you want to give it name, you can change the name. Yeah, and then finish.
For now, I will not click on finish because I already have one device.
Okay.
So I will run that.
Yeah,
Okay.
once you will finish, then you will create a new device as Aditya has already created. He will select it and run it. It's very easy to go with this. You will find all these things in the Android Study Jam itself. It is like this. Now, when you will run your application, you can see all the changes happening here, right? There is small icon of arrow, right arrow. You have to click there.
The virtual device. Give information about this virtual device.
Yeah, this is your virtual device. This is your emulator that will uh, show you how your application will look like. Okay, you will make all the changes in your Android Studio, and all the changes that you have made, all the things that you want in your application would be reflected here. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. It's also possible to connect your real Android device.
yeah,
That we will see later. But for now,
later
we
first
will
we
run
will
it.
run.
Here I can see Android device. If I connected my Android device, then that will be shown here.
Okay.
So Simran, should I connect my Android device or should I run on emulator?
Just run an emulator, then we will show them how to connect to
Okay.
their Android device.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it will take time to build because it has to check all the again files, testing and all.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. So it's building a grade file.
Yes. And I hope
Yes.
that all of you would try this AVD first, because if you have Android, it's good, but it is also good to go through it, right? I don't want you to skip any step or miss anything. So it's really fun to have this emulator in your use this emulator actually.
I would
So
like to mention that if you run emulator, then it will consume your resources. So your laptop, if your laptop don't have good configuration, then it's
yeah,
better to run it on Android phone. So it get more resources for Android Studio actual app. Yeah.
yes, it takes
Okay.
to install to download various files. I'll suggest you to check all the specification in the Android Study Jam portal that is given in your first unit actually, new to programming track. You can check it out there so you can manage things accordingly.
Oh, yes. Now build graded finish and the APK is ready and it will be installing on this virtual device.
Yes, you will
So
see it here.
operation is success
Here you
and you
see.
can okay. So visible or not
Yeah,
DSC
actually,
session one app or
actually, color is
yeah,
dim. That's why it might not be clearly visible, but it is there.
yes,
If you can zoom it,
yes, DSC session app.
yeah. So,
So,
guys, it is like this. You will see each and everything here happening on your Android.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Now, to connect it to your Android, you need to do several specifications. You have to become a developer first, then you can do it. So for this, you need to connect your Android through USB to your computer and allow all the changes and allow all the transfer that it requires. Make sure that your USB is not meant for charging only. It allows transfer of files. Only then you can, then only then you will be able to, you know, perform the different things on your Android. So Aditya, are you presenting or should I present?
I am presenting.
Okay. So, will you connect it to your phone?
I presented the PPT.
No, actually, the build number. I think, should I present that?
What?
To show the audience about the build number, how to click on
Yes,
it
yes, yes.
so that developer option
Okay,
is
okay, okay.
available.
Okay, sir. Continue.
Okay, should I present that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll present it. Is it visible?
Yes, yes. Your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you. Guys, as you have seen that my screen is visible and I've connected through my Android. So we will first make it developer option available so that we can, connect it with the Android. For that, you need to go to your settings. In the settings,
Yes, yes,
in the
Simran.
Yes, yes.
about.
Your screen is visible.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
visible.
thank you. Guys, as you have seen that my screen is in the about section. You have to go, and at the last you will find this build number. At the last, you have to tap on it until you see the developer option. I don't need to tap many times because you can see it says no need. You are already a developer. So you need to tap it on it 7 to 8 times approximately, and it will make you developer. Once the developer option is available, you are ready to go. Okay. Yeah. Uh, okay. And after doing that, you have to enable your USB debugging option.
Okay, so actually, most of them have Redmi phones. So I think it's better if we do it on Redmi phones.
Okay.
Or okay,
Okay.
or developer option is enabled, no?
Yeah.
Mm. Otherwise, you can. I mean, so we can show this on next session also because I think time is up. Only 6 minutes are left, and we have to take questions also.
Okay. Yeah. So this is it. And lastly, the most important thing is what you will get to learn. 1 second.
I have shared my screen.
Okay. So what you will get? What will you get to know? What will you get to learn? Next slide, please. The most important thing is knowledge and skill. As most of you have told that you don't have any prior knowledge about Android Studio or Kotlin or about programming. So this is the best opportunity for you guys to learn from the scratch and dive deep into it, because I don't think that you will get this much greater opportunity to learn from Google Android Study Jam about it from very scratch. And the second thing is you will earn virtual digital badges in your Google developer profile, and that is the awesome thing you will get, because it really means a lot to get skills and get recognized for that. The next and the third option is, if your application is really that much preferable, is that much awesome, is that much contains each and everything, is really very good, then you have the chance to get your application featured by Google itself. Really guys, Google will just select the applications which it finds really very interesting and very much interactive and up to the mark. It will be feature your applications. For this, at the end when we will circulate the form, you have to give the APK of your file and the code and the source code, so that it will be easy to evaluate. And the last thing is that certificate of completion. For the first track, that is new to programming track, there is no certificate. But for prior to programming track, you will get certificate of completion as well. And I suggest you to do new to programming first and then go for prior to programming track. Okay. And the thing is that try to do it by 25 January. Try to complete at least one track by 25 January, so that it would be easy for you to complete both the tracks till 31st January, because we have to collect your data also, so that your application can be reviewed and you will get a chance to get featured by Google. So for that, I would suggest you to do it as soon as possible, but do it with full enthusiasm, do it properly, learn and understand each and everything properly. Don't jump into anything. And I'll again suggest you to start with new to programming track first, because it contains all the basic details. And that's from my side. And the basic thing is have fun, enjoy and learn. Yeah, thank you.
Uh, okay, thank you so much, Simran. So there are we will start question and answer sessions. There are a few questions. So first question is by Sanket Nagre. Is there any competition like 30 days of Google Cloud?
In this, there is no competition like 30.
Simran, can you turn on your camera?
Yeah, sure. Right. Actually, in this Android study jam, what you will learn is beneficial for the Summer Challenge 2021 by Google that will come. So, in that, you can use the knowledge that you will gain in this track.
The second question is asked by Amit Kumar. Which app we are going to make? A native or hybrid? So I already answered this question. We are going to use Kotlin language. So it's a native app, not hybrid like Flutter and all.
Yeah.
So second thing is by Randeep. Can you share the other links and where we can join the course? So all the links and all the material will be shared on our WhatsApp group, and as well as we will share all the material through email to all the enrolled students. So if you didn't enroll it, then there is link in description. So you must have to fill enrollment form before completing this course. So we will recognize you. Okay. So we are also going to take three sessions. So this is the first session, and we can also increase 4 or 5 sessions. So in that session, we will go deep into it. We will also in next session we will also tell you how you can start debugging in your phone. Actually, we can share it now, but time is up. So we will do. You can just search, or should I present in a meet? So just give me a one
Aditya,
minute.
I
So
suggest
then,
you to turn off your camera because you are lagging. Yeah. So the thing is that we will share all the links as Aditya has already told, and also in the upcoming sessions, as the time right now is running. So in the upcoming sessions also, we will the things that you need more knowledge about, more information about. We will cover that. We'll cover with basics of Kotlin and different things. We will go step by step. There is no hurry, and we will do it in a coordinated way so that you can understand it in the proper manner. Aditya, yeah, you are muted and you're presenting.
sorry. So this is my setting. So most of the phones have the same settings, but just UI difference is there. So just go to about phone option in whatever device you have, Redmi, Realme, Samsung, etc. And just click on what actually yeah actually build number. Yes. Yama UI version. So if you have another phone, then click on that version of the image of Android. Then I have already option, so I don't need to click. If you don't know where to click, just do one thing. From model number to last kernel version, try to click on each and every stuff. You will find the option in any. So in Redmi phone, it is in Yama UI version. You can tap on that 10 times, and it will show that you are a developer. After showing that, you just search developer option. Okay, I think I need to find where is developer option. Okay, in Redmi, there is additional setting. In additional setting, you can see developer options. So in that, what you will see the search option. So you have to enable it. So I will enable developer option. After enabling developer option, what I have to do? I have to start USB debugging. Means I just started developer option first. Switch I have switch on. Then second I have to do. USB debugging. So I can connect my mobile through USB and I can run that app in my phone. Okay, so that's it. And you can also select install y USB. Okay, sorry, install right USB. Okay, so that's it. After that, you can just connect with your USB cable to your laptop and you can see the option. So I will connect my mobile and show you the option is there or not. Okay. Yes, yes. Just okay, because this is the most important thing now. So if you didn't give this, okay, just give me 1 minute. Yes. So I have connected my phone, and you can see Xiaomi Redmi Note 4, and I have connected my phone through USB, and it is there. And if I run, then that app will be installed on phone. So that's it. It's quite simple. Okay, so thank you. The WhatsApp group is there, so don't forget to join. The links of WhatsApp group is given in mail. And thank you for joining session. Hope you all enjoy it. And thank you, Simran, for such nice information. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh,